So I work at Red Robin more or less on the weekends to make the cash because I work an internship in the city as well, which I don't know anyone else who's tried for internships, but the majority of them don't pay a dime. So it's basically slave labor, 3-4 days a week, 9 hours a day. So usually on Mondays I would go to the city at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 to 5, come back for class 6 to 9, and I played in a flag football league up in Wayne at 10 o'clock. So I mean there were some days, some Sunday nights when did not look forward to those Monday mornings. Monday, Wednesday is not a good thing.
Juggling time between school and work is difficult sometimes. First in college, just having a fucking shitty ass professor who doesn't give us a day off. But I know if I finish college, I'll get a better job, which will help me with the bills even less and create less stress. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Well, I was working there, and I was kind of resistant to taking all the basic courses, but then I finally decided I'm just going to have to do this. So I started taking 2 classes at a time, semester by semester. I was working full time, taking the classes in the evenings. I had 4 kids at home, plus a dog, and luckily I didn't have to pay any tuition because I was employed there. So they waived the tuition, but I did have to, pay for the books. But that wasn't too bad because I holding on to the books. I use them for reference. So I was happy about that.
Currently, I'm kind of happy I got laid off. I'm not, extremely happy, but for the next 6 months, if I don't have to work and actually go to the job, if I could still collect a partial amount of my income without actually having to, spend the time going there, that means I could devote more time to my school projects and homework, and, do better on them. There was times when I was working at UPS while going to school during the semester, spring and fall, where I would be pressed for time because UPS, even though it's a part-time job, it's a nighttime job from 5 to 10, 10:30 p.m., possibly up to 11 p.m. if it's a late night. They go by seniority to who gets to leave first, so if you've been there longer, you get to leave earlier if you want. Being a new guy, they pay you less than the other guys, and you have to stay later. So sometimes doing homework, not getting home till, if I wouldn't leave at 11 p.m., it takes me about half an hour to get home. I wouldn't be home till 11:30, and I would be dirty from touching all these dusty boxes. I would want to immediately take a shower. So to do homework, I wouldn't be able to get it done until 12 a.m. to start the homework. There was nights I'd be up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or later doing my homework.
It wasn't even a matter of keeping track of hours, it was a matter of keeping track of work accomplished, and at the end of the semester I had to complete a 25, 30-page report on the internship experience, work objectives, learning objectives, things like that, to make sure that you were basically on pace to actually learn things and not just go around and F around all day.
Well, I have bills, so my job means more to me right now, but I get paid for that, so it's worth it. You don't get paid to sit there and hear someone talk for 2 hours. Sometimes I skip homework because I had to work late. Well, if I have finals or midterms, I usually ask off of work. But if it's a regular test, if I don't have work, it's good. If I do, I'm screwed.
Right. Well, I tried to schedule my classes so that I could go directly to them. When I finished my hours for my my full-time job, so I could just shoot across to whatever classroom I was in or computer lab, and sometimes I would do classes back to back, so I'd only have to be at the house 2 nights a week, and then other times, depending on what courses I needed to take, I'd have to do 4 days a week, but then I would get out earlier so I could get home and take care of what needed to be taken care of, because there's always laundry, kids with homework, somebody needs to go to soccer. There's always something was going on.
I have one loan, but it doesn't start taking effect till 2011. So right now I'm safe. For school, my parents pay for it. My dad pays for one semester, my mom pays for the next semester. They split it. I guess school is much stressful, all the tests and shit. If I don't get good grades, I feel like I failed. When I went to my old college, I thought I would have to quit school just to go to work. Then I realized I wanted to go to school to finish my degree. So I think school is the better choice, but work is not as stressful as school.
I didn't get paid at the internship, so that's why I had to keep working at Red Robin 4 or 5 days a week. So that wasn't regarding traveling into the city, which pay for the bus $3-4 a day each way. Lunch in the city isn't cheap at all, so I had to make up some kind of cash to try and live during school, or else I would have been beat. I worked more or less on Nickelodeon's website. I didn't do too much in the exact field that I wanted to go into, so I guess you could say that it showed me what I didn't want to do rather than showed me what I did want to do. I didn't want to work on computers all day. I didn't want to work on websites all day, so more or less it just steered me away from a certain thought process and steered me into what I want to do, which is media and video production, I guess. You know.
I get real worried thinking about the current unemployment rate in the whole United States rising to 10%, the national average. Knowing that I'm currently unemployed myself, it worries me that after I graduate that I will not be able to find a job quickly or a job that will last. Because if they hire me, they might have to cut back. I'll be one of the first ones to go since I'm new.
If you must go.